Game of two halves, which the damage was done first half.
Disappointing is a word we'll use. I was, really frustrated and upset with them in the first 25-30 minutes of the game. What's been a very positive last couple of weeks to turn up and perform like that is not acceptable. And they were told in all circumstances at half time that I won't accept that. Half an hour performances like that will what get managers to sack. And I'm not prepared to tolerate that. So the second half they came out and showed a bit more grit. And actually, last 15 minutes of the first half, but the goals that we gave away were poor again, and that's what has cost us ultimately.
As you said, they could have turned around all square, because two very good chances at the end of the first half. That would have been a different half-time team talk, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, actually three in the end. Philip had one, Gareth had one, Johnny had one. And a change of formation after 25 minutes from us possibly was the catalyst to that, but a little bit desire and commitment in the first 25 minutes that you need when you come to places like Solihull, who are big, strong boys and play a certain way, and they outfought us and outbattled us in the first 25 minutes, which from a manager's point of view is proved to see.
I thought, obviously it goes without saying, we needed a goal. The unfortunate thing in our point of view, we didn't score until the 5th minute of the time added on.
No, credit to the boys after the telling they got at half time and the questions that were asked of them at half time. Most of the second half was played in their half, and then what has let us down when we had them on the ropes is our final ball again. Unfortunately, the crosses that came into the box weren't quite good enough, and then you say we got that goal and there was only 3-4 minutes left. Well, even less, wasn't there, by the time we were blown, but we had another goal ruled off for offside, which I felt was very harsh, with about 6 or 7 minutes left. So I've got to give credit to them in the second half, but you can't. We've given too many goals away this year like that have teams haven't had to break us down brilliantly or with good play to score, and that was the game today. We gave two shots.
Just when we thought we were pushing away from the wrong end of the table, two defeats makes us looking over our shoulder again.
Yeah, we spoke to Tony a couple of weeks ago and looked at fixtures, and I think that it'll happen again. The teams that are in there now, you can probably count Solihull in that, and one or two above us. Inconsistency is. That's why we're where we are. So it'll happen again before the end. There'll be more twists and turns. As there will if you look at the playoff situation, that's changed, chopped and changed in the last few weeks. I think that's just football in general, the pressure that everybody comes under. So we've still got a little cushion there, which is what we've got to maintain and make sure we get over the line at the end of the day.
A new face on the bench, Darren, Ryan Hall, lad from Cleveland. What can you tell us about him?
Well, for his age, 17, he's very strong and he's a willing runner, and he's got good feet. Generally, as a centre forward for his age, he understands the game, and his hold-up play is very good. So we knew that, I knew that David Niven was poorly going into this weekend. So Ryan was travelling with us anyway, so it was obviously the obvious choice to put him on the bench. But we've got, without putting too much pressure on the boy, we've got some high hopes from him. He's only 17, like I say, and if he approaches himself right and keeps his mind right, then I think he's got a big future. But it's a lot to ask at the moment of a 17-year-old to come into a team that's fighting relegation, to ask him to set the world on fire. But his attitude is great, and in training he's looked really good. Added to that is Stefan's obviously a year or so old, a couple of years older. But the pair of them have got good futures if it's in their hands, if they look after themselves and they live their lives right, and they learn. And watch games like that, from a point of view of a 17-year-old, are great to see, because he sees what he comes up against. Two big centre halves who are going to rough him up if he gets on the field, and same with Stefan. So what I keep saying to them is watch what centre forwards do, watch what centre halves do that you're going to come up against, or watch what other centre halves do, watch centre forwards as well that we're playing against, the runs they make and so forth. So they learn all the time, and hopefully it'll sink in with them, and we can find some local lads again that are going to help us push.
Presumably that hopefully we'll get cleared of relegation, 5-6 more games left, and you'll be able to put them in and have a look at them.
That's obviously the game plan, but the season as the season planned out, we win a couple or we do well for a few weeks and we sink again. So the vital thing firstly is not about any one individual. It's about getting those points on the board so this football club can stay in the league, and then we'll work from there.
Darren, thanks so much.
Cheers, Washy, thank you.